Hey everyone, welcome to another video on Blender Geometry Nodes. In this video, we are going to see about Bezier node. This is part of the Curve Primitives node section. I release new videos on a weekly basis. Please subscribe to my channel so that you will be notified when I upload a new video. This is Jay from CJ Academy. Let's start. Okay, I have the default cube. I have my custom workspace setup. I'll share the link in the description. You can take a look how to set it up. I'll create a new geometry node. We are going to just see about the theoretical part and a small example. So it doesn't matter how you created this. So I just disconnect the cube. Let's add the node we are going to see about today. That is curve primitive Bezier segment. Connect it and you see it. Start point, end point, and two control points or two points to control. It will have two handles to it. Okay. And if you see here, you have option to control all the 4 points in all three directions. Okay, and you see the resolution is nothing but the number of points in between to make it more tangent. Okay, so 16 means it will be a little bit tangential, and you have option here, position, offset and position. You can see if I change here, maybe I'll add some value here and z-axis. Okay, now if you see how it changes, position is the absolute values of each point. Okay, absolute value, this means -1 from the 0, from the 3D cursor point, and everything is calculated from the center, absolute center, and each of the value. And offset is start point, it starts the same way. If you see the position or offset, the start point didn't change, but what changes is the next values. So the start handle is, I'll put all 0 here and just change this to 1. This means this is 1 from this position. But if I go for position here, you can see this is further moved because this 1 is from here. Okay, maybe I'll move it to -2. Now if you go for offset, it goes further because -2 from here is different, -2 from here is different. Okay, and yeah, similarly the end handle also. So the values for the offset is taken from the relative position. Okay, it's not the absolute position, let's say that way. This is relative position, this is absolute position. Purely to keep it theoretical, we'll just go with position mode. Okay, so I'll reset this value. Start handle should be 0, all of it. Yeah, this is fine. So now what we will do is we'll try to create a simple grass setup. It's not exactly like the grass, but just a quick grass like looking setup. Okay, at least the curves we will bring it in that way. So for that, let's say we'll keep it at the center. That means this is 0, 0, 0 in all places. And endpoint not only in x-axis, I also want it in z-axis. And let's say this is -1. Okay. And maybe like this, not too bend. And start handle, let's tweak a little bit to get some bend. Okay. And then end handle, yeah, like that, like that. So some kind of a bend, just to look like a grass blade. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll build the grass blade or a bunch of grass blades uh, staying together. The advantage of curves is you just have to work on the skeleton part. The remaining part is very easy. So what we want to do is we need to bring some more curves from the same point. That means we need instance on points. This is not the point, this is the grass blade setup. And for point, let's bring in mesh line. Why we want a mesh line is because you have the count option. Okay, and you can see already, but we want all of these in the same point. So let's put everything to 0. Everything is here, all the 10 instances you see are in the same position at the same level. Now to bring everything a little bit spread out, we'll have to control the rotation. And yes, we need a random element. Now you can see from 1 maximum to 0 minimum, this is spread out. Okay, but we want it to be a little bit spread out in both sides of the x-axis. So I would say let's keep this to -1, and let's little bit change the seed values. I guess this is pretty good, like a grass blade setup. Now we want to bring the curve to mesh node. So you can do this not here, but you'll have to do it before because this is a kind of instances. Okay, and if we bring the extrude here, put the edges, put this to 0.1, I think 0.05 is better. Okay, and set material. We have only one material here, and change this material color to somewhat greenish. Okay, see, the setup is almost done. So this is kind of a crude way of doing the grass. It's not exactly a grass looking, but you get the point, right? So once you fine tune the grass blade setup, and then you can instance it. So you can either do this setup here, okay, or you can do this setup before the instancing. So this is point source, this is the instance source. So you can do this here also. So curve to mesh, curve to mesh, curve to mesh. We don't need any profile curve for this. So it just takes it as a single curve and then converts it to mesh. And then extrude, same thing what we did before. Put it to edges and change this to 0.1, even below that 0.05. This is much better, I guess. 0.01. And the material is set here after the instancing, so that's also covered. You can do this here also, doesn't make a big difference when it comes to instancing. Okay, so now you can change the seed value and bring a different grass blade setup, and you want to increase the density. You can put this to 20, so get 20 points here. Maybe 0.2. Yeah, and if you increase the seed, see, that's kind of a cool effect. So say render image. See, you got the grass of it. So similarly, you can do any kind of object creation with the Bezier segment. Bezier segment is very flexible. You have a start point, end point control, and also you have the control between those two start and end points. You have two control points. You can control those also and get any desired result you want. And I just showed one example. You can do any other type of curve geometries you want. Okay, I hope this was useful. Offset, if I do offset, you can see the difference. So it doesn't make any big change, but offset definitely brings a different kind of shape to the curve. Okay, it depends on where you use it, so you can choose how it suits you and create the geometries. That's about it. If you find this video useful, please like it, share it with your friends. If you want me to cover any specific topic in Blender geometry nodes, please let me know in the comment section. Of course, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to ask in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel. I will see you in another cool video. Thank you. Bye.